Hello everyone, if you are watching after the fact then please feel free to skip ahead to the start of qualifying, as I've still got a few things to set up before we can get the stream up and running. See you in a moment. So, hello everybody, good evening and welcome to something new on the Sumo Gilligan channel. It's Friday night, it is currently 9:25 PM and I'm here for round 6 of APPF1 Elite Championship, where each of our amazing drivers will be using no assists, making for a challenging drive and a truly epic race. We head to Monza, the Temple of Speed just north of Milan, for a race around a true classic circuit and a favourite of many of the drivers. 11 corners and 5.793 kilometres see the drivers around a lap of a circuit that has the fastest average speed of any circuit on the calendar. That's including this calendar and the real life F1 calendar, of course. Long straights and heavy braking zones will challenge the elite drivers as they navigate this circuit. So going into tonight then, Amir leads the Drivers' Championship coming into this round and is just 6 points clear of his rival, Avi, who will be looking to close the gap tonight if he can. Aston Martin lead the Constructors, but with no Sweeney tonight, the team may lose out some much needed points for their Constructors' title. Tonight's action is brought to you once again by... Oh, no, it's not. Sorry, don't worry about that part. I've read that part wrong. I've still got my Tier 2 script in here. But anyway, so I'm Sumo, your commentator for this evening. You may know me as one half of the voice of Tier 2. No ghost of me tonight, but I'm sure that we are in for a good one. Please like and subscribe to the channel if what you see is... Well, if you like what you see. As support goes a long way, and please do go check out all of APPF1's affiliates such as Zach Sweeney, One Wing, Ghost... and of course APPF1 and Davila, two of our much loved admins. But without further ado, we're going to go into qualifying for tonight's session. I'm seeing some cars coming out onto the track. Let's have a look. Is that Bluey? Yes, it is. One of our admins here at APPF1. We're going to enable some bits and bobs. I'm going to turn down my game volume just a little bit. There we go. Oh, Bluey, a bit of a tentative go there around turn 1 through the Della Roggia chicane there. But what have we got? Who is out on the circuit first? Is that Vans Racing? It is. So we're going to ride on board with Vans Racing. We're going to bring something that I do in the Tier 2 Championship over here, as I like to give everybody a lap of the circuit, as it were, so everybody knows where we are, what we're doing, what the track kind of looks like, and what is actually going on. So it feels weird being on my own tonight. I do like having ghosts around, but I managed before, so I'm sure I can again. So we're going to ride on board with Vans Racing then. He's going to be the first man around the circuit on a qualifying lap. He's invalidated this one, but we're going to jump on board now. Out here in the Haas car, we've got full grid tonight. I think there's a few reserves in the mix, but a lot of permanent drivers still here. So full throttle then as Vans Racing comes down and over the line to start his lap then. All the way down to this very hard braking zone, which is the first chicane. That's the Refilio chicane. He's going to brake around the 100-metre board there, looking to get as close to that apex as possible, and then swing it round that second corner, and then get on the power without losing any grip, and down into turn 3 now, which is into Curva Grande. It's a full, flat-out right-hand corner that's going to lead us all the way down to the next chicane, turns 4 and 5, which is the Della Roggia. There's a yellow flag in sector 1, and we're going to ignore that. He brakes around the 100 board there, and he's going to wrap it round those two those two curbs, not trying to get on there, otherwise it'll go flying. Then into the first of the two Lesmos, a quick brake dab on the brakes and through the corner around the right, and then into Lesmo 2, another quick dab on the brakes, and he's going to come around to the first of the 2 DRS zones of this circuit. So he's going to come all the way down now, a fairly long run to the Ascari chicane. Quite a nice little run of the track. It's probably my favourite part of the track, I think. But he's going to break around the 100 board again, and he's going to get on the curb. On the curb there, just be careful of that inside curb and that outside curb, as it can spin you around. But he's come out of the Ascari chicane well. That's very smooth from the Haas driver. So he's coming down now to the final corner, turn 11, the Parabolica corner, or Alboreto, which is now named at the moment, but I'm going to call it Parabolica. So he dabs on the brakes and he comes around and he gets right on the power to complete his lap all the way down to the line. What's it going to be for Vans Racing? It's a 122.234 for the Haas driver. We've got the other Haas driver of Yagoni coming around the corner now. Let's see if he can match the pace of his teammate. Yeah, oh, he can. He can do even better, actually. He can improve on his teammate by 2/10. We've got a Red Bull coming across now. Is that Scott? Yes, it is. What can Scott do? He can start his lap, is what he can do. Well, we're going to see. Aces has invalidated his lap. I think he's on an out lap, perhaps. No, so he'll be going again. We've got an Alfa Romeo coming across the line. I believe that's Bluey. No, he's going into the pits. Who we got coming down now? I think we've got a Williams. Yeah, it is. Racing Wheel going with a 23.6. Not the greatest lap, but he's got time to improve. Speed Alcoholic going third place on the medium tyres there. That's an impressive lap from the South African. Well done to him. One of our youngest members of APPF1 is Matt Vardy coming across. Yes, it is. Tier 1 No, not. Is he Tier 1 champion? Tier 1 Season 1 champion. Yes, he is, of course. He goes with a 24.5. Not a clean lap from him. But he's, like everyone else, has got a lot of time to improve. We've got a Mercedes coming across the line now. That's Zuber. Zuber coming across the line for a 22.8. So we're sitting around the 22s for the majority of lap times. But you're going to be breaking into the 121.8. So it's a good lap from him. He'll be looking to improve, as everyone else will be getting faster. We've got Rick. Oh, looks like we're going to have a Ghost joining us in a moment. So I will set a party up very, very quickly. And we're going to have Ghost jump on board. Sorry for the break in the action, folks. There we go. Right, that should be the party set up. So Rick managed to set a 23.9. Not the greatest lap from him. But like we keep saying, there is plenty of time for the drivers to improve. That's Rick setting the fastest first lap, so I think he might be going again actually as fastest sector 1. He may have messed up his lap there, so we'll keep an eye on the Dutchman as he navigates around the circuit. Coming through the first of the 2 Lesmos now in sector 2. He's going to go through Lesmo 2, get a bit shaky out of the exit of the first corner. And it's a good run down toward the Ascari chicane. Hello, Ghost.
Hello, mate.
You alright? Yeah, well, we're already mid-qualifying, but I'll drop you an invite.
What?
Yeah, and Rick has invalidated that lap time there, so that is going to be a null for him. I'm sure he'll head his way back into the pits. Is that Ted on a lap now? Yes, it is. He's coming through your Ascari chicane, but it's Scott to follow him through first. So is Scott going to go out for another lap? Let's have a look. I don't think he is. He looks like he's going slowly through Parabolica there, and he is. So that's Speed following him in. No, that's going to be Bluey, who's on an outlap. So let's see what Ted could do in the other Red Bull. Can he get on the second row of his teammate? Not quite. He's going to go good enough for 9th with a 22.9. Is that an Aston Martin moving up? This it is. That's Lostock putting in a 121.6. Good showing for Aston Martin. As Aces, I don't know if I missed that or he did that recently. I must have missed that. But Aces has actually taken provisional pole position with a 121.4. So a good lap for the Alpine driver. He's got yellow flags all around at the moment. Everyone's finding their way out round. Our championship leader Amir here, going out to start his hot lap. Avi, his rival, already on a lap. It looks like he's being a little bit held up perhaps by the other Aston Martin. I'm not sure what's going on with that. He might even be getting a cheeky toe from that, but the dirty air is going to really affect him there.
Who are we on board with?
On board with Avi right now. It looks like he's being held up by an Aston Martin. Yeah, that's Vardy. Don't know whether he's giving him a tow or what's going on here, but I'm sure Avi won't be too happy with the Aston Martin there.
Yeah, I think they were both on laps, but Avi caught up.
Yeah, that might have been the case. Vardy's in the pits, Avi's in the pits as well, so he'll look to come out again. Aces is on his way back out for another lap. He's using the same tyres he set the previous lap on, I think. Womack's going with a 121.1. That's a good lap from the Hungarian. Is he Hungarian? I think I might be wrong.
Bulgarian.
Bulgarian. Same colours, different flag.
Yeah. He's even got the flag colours on his helmet.
Yeah. Oh, I think we've only got Diego to set a lap now, but he's still in the pits in the Williams.
Full grid is good to see.
It certainly is. This is unusual for Speed Alcoholic to be way down the order. Bluey has retired from the session. It looks like he's crashed out of the Ascari chicane there. I did say that curb could catch even the best of us out. Now let's see if we can see him. Let's try and ride on board with Womax.
Yeah,
not quite. Yeah.
I think he touched the curb on the inside of that last corner of Ascari, and that's always going to be a nightmare.
It certainly is. He looked like he was straight into the wall there. I just saw him on board with Avi as Aces comes out to start his next hot lap. We'll have to see. Is Ugoni on a lap? He is, but he's invalidated.
Whoa, huge lock-up from Aces into turn 1.
That's going to cost him.
Yeah, that's going to cost him at least sort of 2 or 3 tenths, I'd say, maybe even 4, and he's backed off the lap now after that, so he'll be heading into the pits, I think.
Yeah, surely. Let's see. Is an AlphaTauri about to come over and complete a lap? No, into the pits for the Haas. How about McLaren? How are we doing there? What have we got? We've got Rick out on a lap. He's on an out lap, so he's not setting one just yet. But the McLaren's way down the order at the moment.
It's like Ugoni's next across the line, but he's invalidated. So then it's Aces, but I don't know if he's going to set another lap on those softs or head into the pits. So after him, it's Glitch. He's on an out lap. Then it's Potro, who is on a lap right now on the mediums. He's a 10th up on his previous effort, so that would put him up another position, but I'm not sure if the only mediums is the way to go if you're not going to get into the top 10.
No, I don't think he's going to get anywhere near Scott's time of a 121.9 there, but it's a decent time from Scott, who must have been out on that first lap just to get a feel for the track. As you know, he doesn't pull in, but does he improve? Yes, he does, just by 2/100ths of a second.
Speed Alcoholic with a 20.9 goes to the top of the standings.
There we go. That's the Speed Alcoholic I know. Well up there. Good lap from the South African. A little bit of a tussling here as we go through the Curva Grande. We've got Mercedes trying to navigate through the traffic.
Looks like Rick has just gone P4. The 121.
Good lap for the young Dutchman.
Yeah. We've got the championship leader on an out lap. And is that Aces on a lap? Oh no, yes he is. He's gone for another lap on those softs and he's 4 tenths up on his previous effort. Could we see Aces go on pole position?
He certainly could. He's got to have a nice clean run through the Parabolica there, not lose any time. You can lose a fair bit of time going through there if you don't get it just right. But it looks like Aces has hooked it up well, so he's going to come to the run to the line. Can he knock Rick off provisional pole position? No, not quite. It's a 121.1. Glitch heads up there with a 121.0. Good lap from the AlphaTauri. A distant tow from the Alpines ahead of him, perhaps. Let's see what else I think we got. Is that Amir coming up to start his lap? It is. The other Alfa Romeo's out of the session, so I think Scott's going to cross the line. No improvement, but from the look of it, he might be just starting another lap. That's the other Red Bull of Ted coming out into the pit from the pits now.
Got to put in a good lap now, Amir. Otherwise, he's going to find himself very far down the grid. And in Italy, if you get stuck in a DRS train, it can be very hard. So Amir definitely wants to get himself further up than P9 to keep his championship lead.
Certainly so. We're going to ride aboard with Lostock. He's on an outlap, so we'll leave him to it at the moment. Just trying to see where everyone's going. We've got the two Alpines leading this little train at the moment. Aces is invalidated, but I'm sure he'll be coming in. So let's see what Avi can do. Championship contender. He needs to get himself up there if he wants to fight with Amir. What's he going to do on those tyres?
Oh.
He's going to go provisional pole with a 120.7. So Amir's going to have to try and put in an answer for that one if he's going to want to continue this fight here. And we're right on board now.
Oh, he's just had a poor line through Parabolica, had to lift off, and that's going to cost him. He's only in P6 thanks to that.
Well, he's still got time for one more lap. It's a very short lap round here, so you can get yourself back into the pit lane and back out just in time to set a lap. At the moment, looks like Scott giving his teammate a little helping hand, a little bit of slipstream down the straight as he peels off to the inside and unleashes Ted, the Irishman. Or was he Northern Irish? Or was he just Northern?
Oh God, don't! I hope he doesn't hear that. What does it say on your clock? How much time is left?
It says that we've got about 3 minutes.
Okay, mine says 10, so
10.
I'll keep an eye on your stream.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust that one. Let's see, is that Ugoni? He's on an out lap, so this will be his last lap of the session. This Fans Racing, the man we started this qualifying session with. Let's see if he can improve and get himself up into the top 10. What's he going to do? No improvement at the moment. He's got time for another lap though, so we'll let him get on with that one. We've got Aston Martin coming across. We do. Is that Vardy crossing the line? I don't think he improved all too much. I think he knocked Vans Racing down to 13th place, but that's not going to be good enough for the top 10. He might even be going again out for a lap. Is that Ted coming across the line now? No improvement for Ted. That is a shame for him. See, that's Scott. I think he's used all of his ERS. There's a lot of yellow flags on circuit right now. I think Scott might have run out of fuel. Yeah, he's run out of fuel.
Yeah. Well, down to P11 on those mediums. He's not going to be happy with that.
Certainly not.
But Amir is going to be looking to get out of the pits as soon as possible. Yeah, I can see his pit crew getting ready, so he's on fresh tyres. Does he have time to set another lap?
I think he might do. We'll have a look in a second as Ugoni goes up into P7. Decent lap from him. Is that Womack's crossing the line? It is. No improvement from the Bulgarian driver. Let's see where are we now? Have we got Williams coming across the line? We do. Racing Wheel only good enough for P17. Is that Zuba coming across the line? No, that's Zuba coming into the pits. Ted will be coming into the pits as well. I think Speed's on an out lap.
Oh, 5-place grid penalty for Ogoni.
Oh, that's gonna knock him at the moment way down to P12.
Oh, that was a bit cheeky from Aces. Just totally cut the second chicane to try and get across the line in time to set another lap.
Oh dear. Let's see, Motti Peretz, he's going to come across the line. It's only good enough for P14, so that's not much of an improvement from him. Is that Lostock coming across the line as well to finish off a lap? No, start an out lap, so that'll be his last lap. I think we've got McLaren. That's Rick. He's invalidated. How about Aces? Aces is invalidated as well, but I think that there's genuinely so many yellow flags. I cannot see how long we've got. 2 seconds left. I don't think he's going to make it. I think qualifying has just ended. Yeah,
It
there it
has.
is.
Amir doesn't make it.
That is a shame for him. So we're going to try and find the drivers who have made it then. Womack's going slowly. I don't think that's going to be a lap time for him. How about Vardy as Lostock is spinning? Vardy is coming into the pits. So is that Fans Racing? No, that's his qualifying done.
Glitch has just come through Ascari, and Speed Alcoholic is just coming up to Parabolica. Can he put it on pole?
Let's see. He's got 2 attempts to make up on this lap. I'm sure he can do it, knowing speed. Let's see as he comes across the line. Yes, he does. He's at 120.6. How about the AlphaTauri boys? Glitch. No improvement from Mirko, and no improvement from Glitch neither. So I think only Lostock is out on a lap right now, unless there's a Red Bull out too. I don't think so. I think Lostock's actually going quite slowly, so I think this could be the end of qualifying here.
Yeah, it was a slight improvement from Glitch, but not enough to challenge the front row, but he'll still be happy with P3, I think. And Womack's in P4. Great result for him.
Yeah, that's a good result for Womack's. Good result for Avi as well, with Amir down in P6. Avi's got in a good place to try and get himself in the lead of the race from the start, but we cannot say much on that as of yet, as we are still sort of just waiting for qualifying to come to an end. I think that's all the drivers done. I think we're just waiting for Lostock to get into his garage. Or we're going to have to wait and count down. It's one of the two. No, there we go. Lostock's in his garage now then. So we'll run you through the grid as it stands at the moment then. So Speed Alcoholic takes a brilliant pole position. Excuse me. A brilliant pole position with Avi joining him on the front row. A good result for him as he gets away from his championship rival during this qualifying session. Glitch rounds off the top 3 with Womack's and Aces making up the top 5 drivers. Amir, disappointing for him. That I think that's going to be a bit of work to do, but P6 isn't that bad at all. Ugoni, poor judgment from him, getting himself a 5-place grid penalty. That'll drop him way down to 12th. We have Rick, Mirko and Lostock making up the rest of the top 10. We then have Vardy, Scott, Vans Racing, Motti Perez, Ted, Zuba, Racing Wheel, Potro FC, Bluey and Racing. Is it Racing Wheel? I missed the last one.
Must have been Racing Wheel, yeah.
Making up the rest of the grid there.
Should be an exciting race. A lot of drivers very close to each other on pace in qualifying.
Oh yeah, certainly is. Yeah, certainly is. And the Drivers' Championship looks very close. Only 6 points between Avi and Amir. Amir leading the way, of course. Aston Martin are currently leading the Constructors' Championship, but no Sweeney tonight. So Vardy's got it all to do if they want to try and keep themselves up at the front. But I'm knowing Vardy is very used to fighting for Constructors' Championships and Drivers' Championships. So as I said at the start, this is the first time in the elite stream, the elite races even. Not really sure what to expect. There's some very good drivers in amongst the pack. Speed Alcoholic, of course, very fast. Womack's a very consistent driver, I think. I've not seen too much pace from him, but when on his day, he definitely can race. Aces is one to watch always. Ace is a brilliant driver, or a thorn in my side on a few occasions, and I'm sure you can agree, Ghost.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We also have Rick.
Yeah.
Ooh, he spins on the formation lap. That was a big moment from the Dutchman there. Don't think he got any damage. perhaps, but
No, you can't get damage on formation
on
lap,
out
so
formation lap. No, well, Rick disqualified for going the wrong way. That is very unfortunate for him. That's going to be cold ties for him. We've got Vardy, of course, veteran of APPF1, champion of Tier 1 Season 1. He is reserving tonight for our fellow commentator Zach Sweeney, who couldn't make it tonight. That is a big shame. We've also got Ted, and of course everyone's favourite ballerina Bluey, best known for spins and stuff. But a lot of the drivers there goes Womax off the circuit there onto the grass. But yeah, a lot of the drivers here, a little bit of an unknown entity to myself, and of course you guys as well.
Yeah, I've been hoping to reserve here for a while, but I'm often just a bit knackered after the Tier 1 race in APPF1.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I just but yeah, it looks like a very close grid here, and should be in for an exciting race. And yeah, you were saying about Womax, he's improved so much with his pace in the last sort of couple of seasons. He's been right up there at least in the mid pack and in the higher places recently.
Right,
but
four lights at the moment, and it's lights out, and away we go for round 6 of the Elite F1 Championship. And it was a good start for Speed Alcoholic, who gets away. The Alpine of Avi getting a little bit swamped by the guys behind, but he's managing to hold his own at the moment as Glitch tries to go round the outside. Womax going side by side with the AlphaTauri as well. There's a yellow flag a little bit further back, but it's going to be Avi who gets up past Speed Alcoholic, gets a really good exit out of the Rettifilo chicane, and Speed Alcoholic got no choice but to slot in behind the Alpine.
Yeah, it was a huge lock-up for Speed into turn 1, and Avi took full advantage. It looks like Womax has gone off track as well at the next chicane, so that's going to invite drivers through. Amir got a great start, but he was kind of crowded out through the first chicane, so he's back down to P6 again. But things are calming down a little bit as we head over to Ascari.
Yeah, there it is now. Now's the time where it sort of calms down and everyone's getting into trains. Amir's looking to try and set up a move on Womax, but he's not going to be close enough on this occasion. It's best to wait for DRS. There's a few things going on behind. Is there? Oh, those Aston Martins are really close to each other.
Lostock tried to send one to the inside of Ascari. I think he should have backed out.
And it looks like Ugoni's going side by side with him.
Yeah. Ugoni down the inside, and it looks like he's got that position as Lostock goes wide, and because that invites Scott. No, he's a bit too far back. But
looks like Ugoni made a little mistake through the parabolica there, and it looks like Lostock's going to try and come back at him. But Ugoni there saying thank you very much, Lostock.
Amir down the inside of Womax up to turn 1. Sorry to interrupt. Huge lock-up for the Mercedes, and Womax has to leave him room, but Amir is through just about.
And it looks like there's another car. Oh, I saw it. Oh, I've missed it. Never mind. I'm trying to find stuff. There's so much going on. It's full grid. Glitch under some pressure from Aces versus Kings. DRS will be enabled next lap, so a lot of the drivers will look to get out of themselves out of the tow. Is that Mirko going up past Rick? Yes, it is. Mirko going up into P7. There's a little there's battles all over the place at the moment. There's Lostock and Scott are fighting through Sector 2, through the Lesmos. Lostock trying to hold Scott off after losing that position to Ugoni and the Haas.
Mirko trying to get past Womax as well. The Croatian's made a really good start to this race. He's already up to P7 and challenging Womax for P6, but Rick is right behind as well. The AlphaTauri driver took full advantage of Rick just tapping Womax through the section chicane and managed to get his way through. But here comes Rick. He's got the straight line speed.
There's Ugoni going up the inside of Vardy. He's got both Aston Martins now in his mirrors, and it's going to run up that straight, but DRS will be enabled this lap. Sorry to cut you off, guys.
No worries, and Lostock has took advantage of Vardy going wide at Parabolica as well, but is Vardy going to come back at him with the straight line speed? Maybe. Here they come up to turn 1. It's going to be tight. Vardy backs out very sensibly. Looks like there's some carnage going on ahead. Ugoni goes over the curbs and gets a 3-second time penalty. as Lostock sails past, as does Vardy.
Wow, that mistake costing him those 2 positions there. He fought well to try and get back up there. We're going to have a little bit of a scan over the action as well. Is that Racing Wheel getting close back there, way back in P18?
Sorry, Ugoni, and Vardy touched and Ugoni's into the wall. There was a slight touch between them. He didn't really leave Vardy too much room through the second chicane, and then lost it on the exit. I don't know if does Vardy have damage as well. I think he might do. I don't think
I'm not
he's
seeing any damage on either car. I don't know.
He does. Okay. There might be minimal damage to Vardy's car though. It looked like he was struggling with understeer, and Scott's having a go as well.
Perhaps a little side pod damage on the Aston Martin, but I can't really see. As Ugoni's off the circuit again, keeping it out of the walls. Oh, that's not good for the Haas cars. They're tumbling down the order now. I'm not sure if Vans Racing got any damage from that, but he was definitely affected as Glitch takes the fastest lap and Amir goes even quicker. He was up into P4, by the way. We missed that.
Oh yeah, great stuff from Amir, the championship leader, proving why he is there as Moti Peretz gets Zuber on the straight leading up to turn 1, and Ted as well takes advantage. It's huge overspeed from Ted. He nearly goes into the back of Moti Peretz, who locks up into turn 1. Can Ted take advantage of that? He tries to go around the outside, forced onto the gravel, and that might allow Zuber to come through as well.
We've got quite the battle on our hands way back here for P12. As Scott and Vardy are just running away from it.
Yeah, this is definitely working out well for Scott and Vardy as someone's
Zuber off. There's a bit of contact with Potro FC as they came through the Della Roggia chicane.
Speed goes down the inside of Avi up to Ascari and takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Can Glitch take advantage as well? Avi had to take a compromised line. It was a good move from Speed, but now he's going to have Avi right behind him for the main straight up to turn 1 with DRS. So this is a huge battle here between the top 3. Amir just over a second behind, but I wonder if he's going to be able to catch up thanks to this. Amir
certainly is. Avi really closing. You can see as he's riding on board there, that DRS in the slipstream giving him the advantage. He's going to slip down the inside, but Speed very, very late on the brakes, and Avi either backed out or just wasn't caught. Was just so caught out by Speed's late braking there. What a defensive drive there.
Yeah, brilliant last of the late breakers there from Speed Alcoholic, and he keeps the position, and he's going to be looking to extend his lead out of DRS range before the main straight.
We'll check back in with this battle for looks like P12. Oh, it's split up now, so it looks like there's now...
Oh, Rick! Oh, Rick had a huge moment, sorry to cut you off, at the second chicane, and just about managed to hold it. I thought he was going to be in the wall.
Well, we're cutting it fine. Also, he span on the formation lap, but he's really, really testing the limits of that car this evening. Rick, another driver who's really improved over the last few months during the F1 2021 game. Didn't appear for a little while in the competitive APPF1 races, but has now started turning up and has been quite the force to be reckoned with from time to time.
Yeah, 100%. He's been challenging for the Tier 1 title at the moment, so he's certainly having a good time in APPF1, and he's doing decently on Elite Assist as well. But Glitch and Avi can't quite make their way past Speed at the moment. They have DRS, but it's a bit of a train. And
Zuber and Racing Wheel going side by side through Parabolica. Sorry to cut you off, Ghost. These two having a little bit of a fight way back in 18 and 19. Ted getting himself past Vardy. He's going to be looking to go for a charge through the pack, it seems. Getting himself at the head of the train, it looks like. Or is that Lostock ahead? No, Lostock's on his own, so Vardy's leading. Ted's leading the round from 10.
Vardy, though, down the inside. Sorry to cut you off. Down to the chicane. And it looks like he's going to get the position. He does indeed. So Vardy back up into P10.
Well, Ugoni way back down there in P20. It looks like he might have come in early. So he's got a lot to do to try and get himself back into this race. But if barring any spins, he surely can do it. He's not too far off the guys at the back, but not the lead guys. Let's have a look. Have we got anything else going on here? Rick very close to the back of Womack actually, and going around the outside as Womack breaks very early, backing out, perhaps for the benefit of DRS. It's a very cheeky bit of play from Womack, but I think Rick might still get DRS from the guy ahead. Yes, he will.
Perhaps just a cautionary move from Womack. He wasn't too happy about going side by side through Parabolica as Ted gets past Vardy. Yeah,
Vardy a little bit laggy there, but these two having a nice little battle going ahead. The top three all still fairly close together. No change at the top there at the moment. It'll be interesting, especially to see if Amir can catch his way up. He's not far off. He's only 1.5 seconds away from Glitch. 1.4 now, but I'm sure he'll be waiting to get himself up into the action.
Yeah, Rick has just went a bit wide there through Lasmo 1, and Womack tried to find a way through, but just had to back off. So these two still going at it, the McLaren and the Ferrari, as looks like Scott has made a mistake and he's let through Potro and Vans Racing. So Scott down to P15 as the medium tyre runners clearly really struggling.
And is Bluey going to have a go as well? No, he's not quite. He's not got the speed on, in this little DRS train here, but he can certainly give it a go and try. 3-second time penalty for Diego back there for track limits. I think we might start seeing some of these soft runners coming in very soon, as there's a... That's Rick. That's Rick round through the Parabolica there. I'm not sure if he's got damage. It looks like he might still have a wing, but I think he's peeling into the pits because those tyres are surely done.
Yeah, that's a shame for Rick, but meanwhile, Avi has gotten past Speed Alcoholic for the lead again. It was just a simple DRS pass along the straight, and it looks like Amir is losing time to these front three. So Avi looking to close that gap of 6 points to Amir today.
Yeah, he certainly is. Oh, it's alright, Rick. Just get back at it, bro. Get your head down and get yourself back in the race. I've got to say hello, One Wing. Welcome to the stream. One Wing thinks Amir, Glitch and Speed will be the top three. In that order, apparently. Well, it's not looking like so, as Speed goes right into the back of Avi there at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like just outbroke himself a little bit, and Glitch is looking on behind them as well. There's just 5 tenths between all three of them as they come into Parabolica, and I think Avi's going to be under pressure here as they come into turn 1.
They are certainly rearing to front wing at the moment, going down this straight. Avi will be the one to lose out here. He could lose 2 positions as they come down toward the Rettifilio chicane. It is Speed's looking to go round, but Avi holds off a defence, and neither of the 2 guys behind try and make a move for the lead position.
Yeah, Speed just holding off for now. He's got a lot more battery. Avi with 20%, Speed with 50%, and Glitch with 82%. So at the moment, in terms of the ERS war, it's definitely Glitch in the lead, but of course that track position is all the more important, and if Glitch isn't using that battery to its purpose, then doesn't matter how much he's got.
Oh, we got a yellow flag through sector 1. I think that might be Bluey and Aces coming together, or at least one of them off or around. They seem to be going at the minute, but there was a yellow.
Outside, sorry to cut you off, of Avi as they come into Ascari, and there's another change for the lead.
These guys really fighting, and we said it earlier, it's really hard for anybody to catch up when there's so many DRS trains going on around Monza, and these 3 in the DRS train of their own, with Amir who's just slowly but surely falling away from these guys. And of course the tyre situation, they're all on similar tyres, but it's not going to help, as it looks like Glitch now going for a move. They're going side by side down the straight. Glitch finally seeing his opportunity, but these two are going to have a drag race all the way down to the braking zone of the Rettifilio chicane. It's going to be the last of the late breakers. Who's going to break last? They're wheel banging down into the corner, but Glitch is going to stay on the inside. He's going to go onto the outside now. They're going to continue to go side by side. That's Curva Grande. It's like Glitch gets the better exit, slightly nudges Avi as they go along, but Glitch takes P2 as they go into Curva Grande, but it looks like Avi's going to go on the attack as we go to the Della Roggia chicane.
Yeah, it's so close between these two, but as I said, that ERS war has really paid dividends for Glitch. We just had nothing left through Curva Grande, and Glitch was able to keep the position as a result. 65% for him, 50% for Speed, as Glitch is now going to be looking, hoping that he doesn't fall out of DRS range. It's just teetering over the edge of 1 second, but I think he's going to have it as long as he doesn't lose it through Ascari. So very close for Speed to get out of DRS range there, but couldn't quite manage it.
Yeah, it is. Speed's got a little bit of a breathing space now as those two had battled, but that was some good, hard, fair racing between those guys.
Yeah, and it's allowed Amir to catch up a little bit. 1.7 seconds is the gap, and Avi is going to need to get back into lead as Speed peels off into the pits.
Alright, Speed into the pit lane then, so we're going to be, he's the first to bite out there. Just a little bit of an update on the guys at the back. Aces is coming for a fresh set of medium tyres. As he gets himself a 3-second time penalty. Commentator's curse there. Rick also onto a fresh set of mediums after that spin. So the pit stop window is starting as Amir is also into the pit, so he's looking to try and undercut his rivals up ahead. Everyone going onto the medium tyres.
Yeah, Mirko not that far behind either. The Croatian could be in with a shout here to get up to those top few cars as he comes out the pits, but that traffic ahead is perhaps going to cost him. As can Diego manage to make a move?
There's a lot of these guys are going to have to try and get themselves up through the traffic. The field has stayed incredibly close together, and with the pit stoppers coming out in amongst it, there's going to surely be some carnage. Perhaps we might even see a safety car. We hope not, but that's sometimes how racing goes.
It's a huge gain for Speed Alcoholic. Look how many cars are between him and Amir now.
Oh yeah, certainly so. But we'll have to see what happens with Glitch and Avi as they're coming round Parabolica now. We're right on board with a nice helicopter shot. I mean, mostly trees, but which one's going to peel into the pit lane? They're both in.
The undercut's typically very powerful around this track, so I think we're going to see Speed sail past them as he's just about to come up to Parabolica now.
We're right on board with Speed. We've got a nice helicopter shot of Speed coming through the Parabolica chicane. So Avi and Glitch still in the pit lane at the moment. It looks like they're starting to move now. So we'll see what sort of camera shots we can get. You'll see Avi and Glitch on your right-hand side of your screen, and it looks like Speed will jump them both. And they're just going to come out in front of this pack, which is very good for them. Very bad news for Amir.
Yeah, it's crucial that they came out ahead of the pack, but yeah, Amir has been absolutely left to dry here. He's behind 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars between him and the top few, and almost all of those cars are on mediums and will be going for a lot longer, so Amir has really lost out here.
Rick seems to have had a moment out of the Ascari chicane at the moment there, but yeah, Speed and Glitch and Avi, not a little change between those guys, but Speed has really made that undercut work as he goes going up the inside of Ted now to claim the lead back of the race, and Ted not going to fight it.
Yeah, huge decision from Speed to come in a lap earlier than the others, and it's really paid dividends as Glitch gets himself a 3-second time penalty. How crucial are the penalties going to be towards the end of this race, I wonder? What's
happened to Scott here? Scott's fallen down a few positions as Aces, Vans and Amir seem to have all got past him. He might have made another mistake through the Ascari chicane. That is a shame for him. But he's really not had the best luck, and he's been losing positions, and it looks like Zuba may even be going on the attack now as well.
So easy to lose it through there, and
it's like Rick spun down at the back there.
Yeah.
A bad race going even worse for the young Dutchman. That is a shame.
Qualified very well as well, but yeah, he did say to me just before I joined the stream that it will probably see a DNF next to his name. Yeah. But I hope not. But I also hope that, he doesn't end it in P20, because that would be a little bit depressing.
Yeah, for sure. We've seen enough of McLaren's DNFing in the current season of Tier 2, so we don't want it. As Amir is on a charge through the field as he goes up the inside of Vardy through the Lesmo 2. So Amir has seen where Avi and Glitch have come out, and he's said, right, it's time to drop the hammer. It's hammer time. It's time to get our way through the field and on to the back of them.
As Vans just touches Vardy from behind as they come through Ascari. It looks like they've both survived without a hitch, but definitely some time lost there as Vans had a lot of overspeed but couldn't quite make the overtake as Glitch and Avi both passed Ted as he comes into the pits.
Certainly so. Certainly so. Alright, Ted into the pits then, we'll see where he can come out. He stayed out for quite a while. Van's going for a move on Vardy. Looks like Amir's got his way past Aces and the DRS as well. So Amir really making up that time now.
Yeah, just one car now between him and Avi, but look how much time he's lost. It was just about 1.5 to 2 seconds behind the top three before the pit stop, but because of all of the bad luck with coming out behind the pack, he's now about 6 seconds down on them, so Amir needs to charge if he wants to get himself on the podium.
Well, I think Rick's about to get himself lapped, and there it goes.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, Rick. It's a shame indeed, as Amir is going to be looking to try and set up a move on Potro FC as he's coming through the Ascari chicane. No DRS to defend with for the McLaren, so he's going to have to just try and use as much battery. I've realised this whole time I've not had the telemetry on. I'm very sorry, guys. Normally I turn it all on, but I was so flabbergasted with this race to come that I forgot to do it.
There's Amir now down the inside of Potro as they come through the main straight, and that's going to be a very simple move.
Passes him even before the line there.
And Aces as well getting through Potro. Potro losing 2 positions. And,
Aces getting that car stopped really well as well.
Yeah, oh, but he makes a little mistake out of the chicane, and that could invite Potro back down the inside as they come through Curva Grande. Be careful, boys.
Wheel banging between the pair of them, but they're going to continue to go side by side down toward the Deladornici chicane. Who's going to break latest out of the two? It's going to be Potro as Potro goes around the outside, but Aces goes over the curb and into the side of the McLaren. That is a big moment.
Yeah, and I think Aces just lost out there. I don't think there was any malicious moves or poor racing there. It was just he lost out and had to go over the curb and then found himself into the wall. I'm not sure if he has any damage, but he's carrying on for now.
I don't know, we'll have a look. We'll see if we can get a better shot on board with Aces in a minute. Away. It doesn't look like any damage from what I could see as he's come past. So have another look. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any damage. Not that is visible, at least. Perhaps just a bit of wheel banging. But more importantly, Avi is setting up a move on Glitch for P2, as is Aston Martin losing the car back there. But that's Avi getting himself back into P2 as Glitch has a time penalty as well. I haven't noticed that. There's a yellow flag in Sector 3. I think everything's okay for now. No DNFs just yet. Touch wood, of course.
Yeah, a mere 6 seconds down. I think that's only 3 seconds for Glitch. It is indeed. So Amir, if he wants to get himself on the podium, he needs to get within 3 seconds of Glitch. But of course, all that time behind the pack has cost him, and he's got 11 laps to make up 3 seconds. And we'll have to see if he can do it.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we can do it. We're about the halfway stage of the race now. Well, actually, there's probably a few laps to go. But we're almost there. Probably a one-stop for a lot of these drivers, but there's a few guys who started on mediums still yet to come in. I think Scott, Bluey, Zuba, maybe even Ugoni as well will have to come in for their stops. I think Ugoni for a second stop, I believe. He stopped very early on.
Yeah, I think we'll see them starting to pit soon in the next few laps, I think. as Avi now sets the fastest lap as he chases after Speed. That gap was 2 seconds last time I looked. It's now 1.2. So Avi on a charge, looking to get past the Alfa Romeo and get this win, because of course those 2 extra points for winning the race, that's what he's after. He wants to gain as much as he can over Amir.
Yeah, certainly so. Avi really putting on the pressure on now. He's really found a window for those mediums and is just getting them going. He's only got 1 lap fresher tyres, then Speed just up ahead. But look, he's already getting into that DRS zone.
Yeah, look how much time he's made up on glitch as well. I think this is Avi on the charge now. He's really enjoying those medium tyres at the moment, but that battery is going to be a problem if/when he does approach the Alfa Romeo, because Speed has about 79-80%. Avi stuck on 22. He's using a lot to catch the Alfa Romeo, so we might see that gap come back up again as he runs out of ERS.
Yeah, certainly so. Speed definitely in his element right now. Speed's always at the front or near the front whenever I've seen him on the racetrack, and he'll just happily sit there and drive along and say, you can use all your battery if you want, but you're not going to catch me.
Indeed. Amir now 5 seconds between him and Glitch, so he's definitely catching the AlphaTauri, and he wants to get back on that podium as Potro is the first of the medium runners to come in. Vans as well follows him, as well as Zuba. So I think that's all of the guys who started on mediums, bar Racing Wheel, are now into the pits, and they're going to be going softs to the end, so interesting to watch them.
It looks like Bluey might have come in the lap before as he's going along, so expect a charge for some of these guys, as that's the Williams into the pit lanes as well. But expect a charge from some of these guys. Potro and Scott leading the way for the alternate strategy goers, as there's a yellow flag in sector 3 again at Ascari. There's no cars there, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on. But let's check in down the field, as the leaders are a little bit spread out right now. We've got a little fight for a little train for P11 here going on. We've got Vans with Zuba not far behind, and Bluey as well, as Mozzi Perez cuts the chicane there, and that's going to invite Vans to try and maybe have a look at the Ferrari driver.
Yeah, I'm just watching that gap between Glitch and Amir. It's sort of staying static at the moment, 5.1, sort of around that area, 5.0. So Amir, remember, needs to get within 3 seconds. We've got another yellow flag. I think that's Rick letting people through, or is it Potro? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure, as Monty Perez is fighting for his life, as he's got 3 soft runners, all on fresh soft tyres, looking to get up inside him. And it looks like Vans Racing's going to go around the outside. Zuba might have a look around the outside as well, going into parabolic. I know Zuba's going to slide behind. Vardy's out of the session. He's crashed out of Ascari. That could be a safety car, and it is.
It is.
So that's going to neutralise the race and throw everything on its head.
That's awful news for Glitch, who, by the way, has dropped all the way to P19. What on earth has happened to Glitch?
Oh dear.
He's got no front wing. He must have binned it. That's what the yellow flag must have been. Oh no, he does have a front wing, so I'm not sure what's happened to Glitch. Some sort of glitch there.
Yeah. Perhaps a spin, but it's going to be I'm going to say about 5 or 6 laps sprint to the finish, as I'm sure everybody except perhaps the soft runners already will be coming into the pits. So this could promote the likes of Potro, Scott and Vans up into the top 3 positions.
Yeah, and Avi is going to be gutted to see that safety car, because he had a huge gap to Amir and he looked like he was going to catch Speed, as they're both in for fresh soft tyres to the end of the race. Is Amir going to come in? Yes, he is. He's also in. So who else is going to come in? Is anyone going to stay out and take the race lead? Is the Croatian Mirko Lesko? He is going to stay out. So Mirko is going to take the lead of this race.
I think that could be a mistake here. I think there's going to be no one who's going to be not coming in for those soft tyres, I think. There's a bit of a glitch going on, as Glitch is glitching. He seems to be in the pit lane, but also not in the pit lane. Very strange.
Yeah, something bizarre going on with Glitch. Living up to his name.
Yeah, so Mirko has taken the lead. I don't think he'll have that for very long once the safety car does come in, as I think everybody will come in for soft tyres. It doesn't look like Monty Perez has. He's opted to not go onto that tyre.
And
Ted's in the pits too.
I think Mirko has decided it's worth a gamble. But I mean, they're going to have to drive another 7 laps, I'd say, under the once the safety car comes in, and I can definitely see Mirko plummeting it down the order as Rick has retired in the pits.
He's coming to the pit lane to retire from the session. The Dutchman was a lap down, and that safety car would really not help him out, as it would just leave him a lap down at the back of the pack. It's a shame for the Dutchman. He's been on such an upward climb in terms of races at the moment, but this race at Monza in the Elite Series, it's just not his day today. Perhaps he's a little tired from the Tier 1 race that took place, it finished around 9 o'clock, so, back-to-back races, it can take it out of you.
Yeah, and he'll still be happy with today. He got P2 in that race. Very good drive from him in a very tumultuous race. I don't know if you watched it, Sumo.
No, I caught the latter end of the race. I saw
Yeah.
that it was raining, which is very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I love me a wet race, although wet Portimao doesn't seem like it would be fun.
Yeah, it's a shame you couldn't make it. I know you like the wet.
Yeah, I
It
do.
was
Yeah,
it was a wet qualifying, and then the race started out full wets, and then went to inters, and then went to dries at the end.
I don't know what's going on with F1 at the minute. There seems to be a spell where you don't get any wet races at all, and then you get a few back to back, and then we're back to dry conditions like we are at the moment, as that red Mercedes leads the cars around. So I think the pit stops are starting to calm down now. So a few drivers opting to stay on the medium tyres. I think Ted and Zuber have put on fresh mediums. Perhaps they haven't got softs for the end of the for this period here, but we've just got Ugoni and we just got Ugoni and Diego to catch up now. I don't know if they're lapped. I don't think they are. Something weird's going on with Glitch, because he's on the back of the pack, but he's behind Diego and Ugoni, which is strange. I think we might be seeing the safety car out for one more lap, unless Ugoni catches up now. I'll have to wait and see.
Every extra lap helps Mirko.
It certainly does, yeah. It means he's got less time to sit there defending, but he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 very thirsty drivers looking to get their way through on fresh softs. But Poncho and Scott both with penalties, so they're going to be big losers as they come through, as I think the safety car is staying out. It looks like that light's on, so yeah, it's staying out.
Yeah, so Avi, he's going to be gutted to see that the Mercedes of his championship rival in his mirrors. So he's going to be hoping that he can make a move on speed early and try and take the win of this race, get those extra 2 points, and reignite his challenge for the title. As the safety car does stay out for another lap. And we've got Rick in chat. Hello, Rick.
Hi Rick, it's a shame to see you with DNF in there, bud, but it happens to the best of us. Elite Series is a different kettle of fish, I suppose. But kudos for you for trying, and keep trying at it, mate, as you're only going to get better and better. I keep saying I'm going to go to elite settings, but I want to wheel before I even attempt it. I think too much going on.
Yeah, I'm happy to do elite for an elite race every now and then, but I don't think I'll take off the line. I
No.
just, or sort of in general, just because I just find the game more fun with a line. Personally, it's just less frustrating.
Oh, they certainly will, wondering. I think we're going to see quite the fight for the race lead here. We've got a nice 5-lap sprint to the finish as the safety car is probably about to come in. Yes, it does. So Mirko becomes the effective safety car, and I'm sure he'll back up the field in a moment. Now AlphaTauri, car number 12, leading everybody around. I'm not too sure on any stats around the elite settings. I've not really been following the races because personally I wasn't actually sure when they were taking place.
Yeah, I don't really have anything. I haven't been following really, admittedly, but Mirko's off. He's gone early.
He's gone very early. He's caught everybody out.
Yeah, he really caught Speed napping, and Avi's going to have a go at him now. There's a collision at the back. Yeah, Avi and Amir right with Speed, but Mirko has really caught Speed napping. Huge restart from Mirko. Brilliant racing from him. Good mind games on the restart.
Certainly so, but that gap will fall down very soon, as I think the grip of those fresh softs will come into play. But I think everybody just caught out with slightly colder tyres than they would have expected to be on. As Uconi's getting himself past Diego back there. I'm trying to have a look, see what's going on the timing tower. Is that Aces versus Kings? Right on the back of Monty Perez it is. Is he going to look for a move up the Della Roger? He's going to look for the inside. Monty Perez is going to try and stick it around the outside. There's a yellow flag. There's a full course caution, I think. That might be another yellow. Or is the racing still going on? I think my game might be glitched. Racing is still going as Aces gets himself up ahead then. So there is a glitch on the track map. So please do ignore that. As Speed is already 3/10 behind Mirko.
I think that's something to do with glitch at the back, the bug.
Yeah.
But yeah, Avi's still right behind Speed, but Speed looking to get past Mirko as soon as he can. There's how many laps to go? Just 4 laps to go as soon as they come across the line. So Mirko could still be on course for a podium if he plays his cards right, but he's going to really struggle with all those soft tyre runners behind. And here comes Speed now. I wonder if he's going to make the move. He presses his overtake button. Mirko hasn't got as much left in the tank, but he's going to keep Speed behind for now.
Yeah, I think Mirko's got that grace of there being no DRS. It's this contact between Avi and Speed. That surely looked like damage to me, but perhaps not. No damage on Avi's car from what I can see. Amir is just behind. Yes, he is. I think that's Glitch's car. That is glitched. In amongst the action there. That's why there's an AlphaTauri just behind the Alpine there. I was wondering what is going on. But not a lot of action off this off the start of this sprint. I think that's Womack though, looking to perhaps get past Vans Racing as Bluey gets himself up in the top 10.
Yeah, Amir's definitely hugely dropped off the top 3, so I think Mirko is looking good for a podium here. He's got so much pace in those mediums. He's keeping Speed behind for now. As soon as the DRS enabled, he's going to struggle though. But yeah, he's mighty drive here from Mirko so far. Only 3 laps to go.
Yeah, 3 laps now to go as Mirko's really going to be put under some pressure here as he's got all these soft runners behind him. And Amir, yeah, very much dropped off. I'm not sure exactly what's happened to him. So a podium in the bag for the AlphaTauri unless he gets himself a time penalty. But here we go then. Is Speed or Avi going to set a move for a position? I think Speed's looking to the inside. He is. He's going to see if he can go late on the brakes. He's going to dive down the inside. Mirko's going to hold him off. Avi's going to now have a look. Oh, this is some great fighting between these two. They're trying to get past Mirko at the same time, trying to get past each other. As it looks like Potro FC's dropped back. Sorry,
no worries. And all the while, Amir is... this is helping Amir, all this battling, trying to, in his bid to try and catch up. He's already caught up another 5-6 tenths to the top 3. So if they keep battling, Amir might be back in this, but at the moment he's still too far back. Avi still watching and waiting to see if either of the top 2 make a mistake. but Speed's got all of the battery in the bank, and he's going to make a move now on the AlphaTauri down the inside, and that's a simple move. And Avi makes the move as well, and they're
He's
side
going to
by
go
side.
round the outside, and then Speed's going to lose 2 positions out of that. I think they were 3 wide for a moment there, and he just had to back off.
And Avi's had to back off through Ascari. I think there's some yellow flag stuff going on here.
Yeah, there's some strange issues going on here. I think there's a few glitches.
Yeah.
But that's Speed into the lead of the race now. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely some bugs going on. Avi's taking damage. And Amir now down round both of those cars and into P2, but Avi's DNF'd. I think there's
out
some
of the race. Yeah, there's some very strange bugs going on right here now.
Yeah. Oh, what a shame. Speed's out as well. Yeah.
Oh.
It's,
not sure what's happened there, but that's promoted Amir into the lead of the race.
Oh, what a shame. It was going to be a fantastic finish to this race, but Codemasters strike again.
They certainly do. I'm just having a look at the penalty situation at the minute, and it's like Scott might get himself a podium here, unless Aces can do anything about it, as he goes past him up Lesmo 1. I think there's a big glitch. I think we might be looking at half points. I'm not sure, I can't remember the procedure on glitched lobbies, but I know it won't be a race reset, as we are way too far through for that.
I'm sure the admins will figure it out, as yeah, Mirko's had to give up the position back to Amir again. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe half points from the safety car? Something like that?
Yeah, something like that. I think the lobby is just having one of those moments, but there's a big battle going on here for what looks like P4?
Yeah.
P5 maybe? A lot of cars going on. Scott's tumbling down the order. I wonder what's happened there. Let's promote Aces onto the podium. But Van's close enough to benefit. A lot of people getting penalties for yellow flags. Yeah, I think it might have to be from safety car half points, because people seem to just be getting penalties for simply racing. Very massive glitch.
Yeah,
it's a very anticlimactic end to the session, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a sad one. This was going to be a brilliant end to the race. We had Speed and Mirko and Avi all in the top 3, all really gunning for the race win. They all looked like they had it in them, but yeah, unfortunately, a huge game bug has put an end to that.
Well, I think the lobby has actually fixed itself now. There's no more yellow flags, except in Sector 2, but that might be an actual yellow flag. But I think this isn't going to matter, as Amir's going to come around Parabolica for the final time tonight. He's going to take the provisional win, but we're going to have to wait and see on the results that's going on. I'm sure they'll be posted on the Facebook page, but across the line comes Amir to take the provisional win, with Mirko and Aces making up that podium provisionally. We're going to have to wait and see what happens here. Aces drops down, promoting Van onto the podium. Yeah, there's not really much excitement for this, as the race is kind of... we were way up here and now we're way down.
Yeah. I think no matter what happens, I think well, we'll wait on driver of the day, but I think it's been a brilliant race from some of these drivers, and I think, yeah, I mean, it's of course not my place. It's up to the F1 Elite admins, but I feel like some drivers.
Yeah, look at that, 20 seconds for Womack for ignoring yellow flags.
Yeah, I think some drivers definitely deserve to be rewarded for their efforts today, because yeah, this race was ruined really towards the end, sadly.
Yeah, certainly. So no fault of anyone. Nobody could have predicted that was going to happen. Nobody could have done anything about that happening. Yeah, big glitch. I've not seen that one before myself. A one wing. We'll have to wait and see what happens in the elite for this elite race. Thankfully, yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Thankfully, we won't have to rerun this one. But yeah, we can't have people getting 20-second penalties for racing.
Yeah. And DNFing out of nowhere because of the glitches. I'm sure it will be an absolute hellstorm in the Discord right now. But
Oh yeah, certainly. But that's like glitch. Weirdly enough, is
yeah,
still in P18 despite uh, having 3 people DNF ahead of him.
yeah. I think this whole thing has been caused by something going wrong on Glitch's end, which is a shame. So I think driver of the day goes to Codemasters for producing a chaotic end to the race.
Oh, I'm not sure where my driver of the day is going because we haven't got an actual result.
I think based on everything up to when things started going really wrong,
Yeah,
I think my driver of the day is going to be Mirko personally, because he was qualified sort of down towards the back at the end of at the end of the top 10,
yeah,
and then sort of just came through the field, capitalized on others' mistakes, and then took a well, and he was not far off them at all. When the safety car came out, he wasn't far off the top 4 or 5, and then took a gamble at the end and kept those two behind for a long time. And I reckon if the race had carried on, he would have still had a shot at definitely a podium, but maybe even a race win. So I think mine has to go to Milko today.
yeah. I reckon so too. I think he really, like you say, really capitalised on mistakes, and then uh, it was ballsy to stay out on the medium tyre when everyone was coming in for softs. But I think had the race not gone the way it did, I think he might have fallen back a little bit, but he'd have really sort of made those positions up after his fairly poor qualifying and got himself up there, and perhaps in another race where there wasn't safety cars, he might not have been there.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think where the lobby's going to hold us hostage, so we might have to back out.
Yeah.
It looks like everyone else has taken the same thing, but that is going to do us for round 6. Unfortunately, we're not going to have a proper result as the admins are going to be trying to figure something out to make everybody happy, but I'm sure that there will be points awarded for some form of racing for everybody. But that is going to do us, Ghost. Good show from the elite drivers.
Yeah, great show. I really enjoyed that. It was until everything started going wrong. It was a brilliant race and a lot of drivers very very close together. And yeah, it was to the wire all the way up until that second safety car. So yeah, I enjoyed my first dabble into this league.
Yeah, certainly so. It was definitely some different gravy from tier 2 there, as everybody's sort of on the limit, the very limit, as nobody's got assists, nobody has the usual crutch of the racing line to help them with their braking and their lines, so everybody's properly in the same boat. Whereas in tier 2, some people are using all the assists available, some people are using some of the assists available. It's a whole mixed bag really, and I think the racing is at this point down to pure knowledge of the game, knowledge of the cars. And I think going forward, hopefully I can make a few more of these streams myself, but my Friday nights are a little bit wishy-washy at the moment, but I will try my best. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do as well. Basically depends how I feel after the after the APPF1 race, and there might be something else going on for me on Friday nights as well. But yeah, I'll try and make these because that was an exciting race.
Yeah, it certainly was, and hopefully the next time we are with the Elite series, we won't have a complete lobby collapse like that. But if you are a member of the Elite Series and perhaps you didn't race or have watched the stream back, just keep an eye out for that post about the points, as I'm sure they are already working on it now. And I think that is going to do us, as it
I think
is
so.
now coming up to 11 o'clock. So there's no sprint race this weekend, as the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix is on at the time that it would start. Um, so we'll see you off for the end of the week, and we'll start you off at the beginning of the week on Tuesday. Uh, well, where are we going next week? Well, if we are indeed here, where are we going next week in Elite? Let's have a look quickly. I don't know if you're in the server, Ghost. I know I am. Let's see.
It is
Hungary.
Hungary. Yeah.
So yeah, we will see you. Well, possibly next Friday for Hungary, but before then, we'll see you on Tuesday for the allotted slot of Tier 2. But I have been Sumo,
And I have been Ghost.
and we will see you next time. Bye for now.